What is Hardy-Weinberg Equilibrium? Have you ever wondered how scientists figure out if a bird population is changing over time? One important concept in population genetics is called Hardy-Weinberg Equilibrium. This principle helps researchers understand when a population's genetic makeup stays the same from one generation to the next. In simple terms, it means no evolution is happening. To be in Hardy-Weinberg equilibrium, a bird population must meet several specific conditions. First, there should be no mutations in the genes. Mutations can introduce new traits, which would disrupt the balance. Second, there must be no migration of birds into or out of the population. This means no gene flow can occur, which could change allele frequencies. Another requirement is that the population size needs to be very large. A larger population minimizes random changes in allele frequencies. If the population is small, random events can have a bigger impact. Additionally, mating among birds must be random. This means that birds should not prefer mates based on certain traits, as that could lead to changes in the genetic structure. Lastly, there should be no natural selection favoring specific traits over others. When all these conditions are met, the frequencies of alleles and genotypes remain stable over time. For example, consider a gene that controls tail feather length in a bird population. If the allele for long feathers is dominant and the allele for short feathers is recessive, the proportion of birds with each trait can be predicted and will stay constant under Hardy-Weinberg equilibrium. From the perspective of birds, this equilibrium represents a genetic balance. It indicates that traits like feather length or color are stable, without any particular trait becoming more common due to mating preferences or environmental pressures. However, in real life, many factors can disrupt this balance. For instance, selective mating can occur when birds prefer mates with similar colors. Migration and natural selection can also change the gene pool over time. In ornithology research, knowing whether a bird population is in Hardy-Weinberg equilibrium is very helpful. It allows scientists to study how behaviors, environmental changes, or ecological factors influence genetic diversity and evolution within bird species. This principle serves as a baseline to detect when evolutionary forces are acting on a population. For example, if certain traits become more common because they improve survival or mating success, researchers can identify those changes. Hardy-Weinberg equilibrium is a theoretical state where bird populations maintain stable genetic variation. By understanding this concept, scientists can better study genetic changes and evolutionary processes in bird ecology and behavior. This knowledge is essential for conservation efforts and understanding how birds adapt to changing environments.